If you're a creator of any kind, you're making videos, you're making music, what is your greatest fear? What will you say? Because I just recently got a link from one of my subscribers who sent me this.
So you've got to risk saying things that are silly and illogical and wrong. And the best way to get the confidence to do that is to know that while you're being creative, nothing is wrong.
This, of course, is John Cleese. And you know John Cleese probably because of Monty Python. He's one of the founders and one of the well-known faces behind Monty Python. I think what he's saying there is one of the most important things I've heard in a while. Simply because it underlines what it means to be creative. If you're trying to be creative and while you're being creative, there's no right and there's no wrong. Of course, when you share what you did with the world, then the world will judge what you did. And it's not just that, it's also another aspect. And this other aspect I read in a book. Unfortunately, I don't have it here, but I think I can record it. It's in the book called Creativity by Osho. Even though I don't agree with everything that Osho writes in the book, there's especially one sentence that I think is absolutely true. You can't be creative if you fear to lose your reputation. And that, I think, is one of the greatest fears that many creators have. They have built a reputation, a massive following, even a small following, and now they fear that they have got to live up to that level and kind of repeat that success. And to do so, they will follow down a path that the public has created for them. This is the thought that gets me stuck all the time, because I know that what I do can create some momentum. And of course, in deciding what to focus on, I will immediately look at the places where the things that I did have created some momentum. Simply because it feels a lot better to get feedback and momentum as opposed to creating something that nobody watches and no one likes. However, and that is a very big however, that reminds me of a quote by Seth Godin, who wrote, I think, probably more than 20 books. Being asked about how he deals with feedback and reviews, he said that even if I had listened to each and every review and feedback that I ever got on Amazon, that still wouldn't have made me a better author. And maybe, like the quote that I needed to hear from John Cleese, maybe this is something that you need to hear yourself. And maybe, because this is something that I also recently thought, I enjoy every piece of content, art, and anything that anyone created that makes me want to get up, get my camera, and make something, and produce something. And I think this is kind of the bar that I'm trying to reach with what I do. Of course, I will always try to make it in a creative way as much as I can. But still, if what I do inspires other people to pick up a camera, to go over to their instrument and start playing, then I feel like I've done my part in this whole thing. So you can decide for yourself if that makes you pick up your instrument and your camera. I hope it does. I really hope it does. Don't forget, you can't be wrong while you're being creative. That's important.